This is one of the most debated questions in global affairs, and the answer is not simple because stronger can be measured in many ways. The United States and China are superpowers with different kinds of strength, and each leads in critical areas. A concise summary is the United States is currently the stronger overall, especially in military and cultural power, but China is a peer competitor that has closed the gap significantly and leads in other key areas like manufacturing and some technologies. The balance is shifting, however. Here's a breakdown by category. 1. Military strength, United States, clear leader. Budget. The U.S. defense budget is by far the world's largest, over $800 billion, nearly triple China's. Global reach. The U.S. has a massive network of allies: NATO, Japan, South Korea, Australia, and around 750 military bases in at least. China has only one overseas base in Djibouti. Experience and technology. The U.S. military has decades of combat experience and leads in key areas like stealth technology, aircraft carriers, 11 nuclear-powered versus China's 3, mostly conventional, and naval projection, nuclear arsenal. The U.S. has a larger and more advanced nuclear stockpile. China, rapidly advancing regional power. Focus. China's strategy is focused on dominating its immediate region, particularly the South China Sea and Western Pacific. Asymmetric advantages. China has invested heavily in technologies designed to counter U.S. strengths, such as hypersonic missiles, where it may lead, anti-satellite weapons, and a massive navy by ship count, though many are smaller vessels. People power. The People's Liberation Army PLA is the world's largest active-duty military. Verdict. The U.S. remains the dominant global military power, but China is the dominant power in its own region and can challenge the U.S. directly there, too. Economic strength. This is much closer and depends on how you measure it. United States, larger GDP nominal. The U.S. economy is the world's largest by nominal GDP $25 trillion versus China's $18 trillion. Currency. The U.S. dollar is the world's primary reserve currency, giving the U.S. enormous financial power. Innovation and technology. Leads in software, aerospace, and high-end tech, for example, AI chips, Silicon Valley. Higher GDP per capita indicates a much wealthier average citizen. China, larger GDP PPP by purchasing power parity, which adjusts for cost of living. China's economy is already the world's largest. The world's factory. It is the world's largest manufacturing powerhouse and the top global exporter. Growth. For decades, it has grown much faster than the U.S., though it is now slowing. Key technologies. Leads in 5G, Huawei, drones, DJI, and electric vehicle production and batteries. Verdict. The U.S. has a more mature, wealthier, and innovative economy, but China's economic size and manufacturing clout make it a formidable peer. 3. Soft power and global influence. United States, significant leader. Culture. American movies, music, brands, and universities are globally dominant and admired. Alliances. Has a deep and extensive network of strong, formal alliances across the globe. Immigration. It remains the top destination for global talent and students. China, economic influence. Wields immense influence through its Belt and Road Initiative BRI, investing in infrastructure across Asia, Africa, and Latin America. Limited cultural appeal. While its culture is ancient, its modern political system and censorship limit the global appeal of its media and values. Diplomacy. Increasingly assertive diplomatically, but has few true mutual defense allies. Verdict. The U.S. holds a commanding lead in soft power and cultural influence. Overall conclusion, category winner reason. Military power. United States, unmatched global reach. Technology and budget. Economic power tie with different advantages. U.S. has larger nominal GDP and innovation. China has larger manufacturing and PPP GDP. Soft power, United States dominant cultural and educational influence, strong alliances. The bottom line, think of it as a marathon versus a sprint. The United States is the incumbent superpower. It has a mature, robust system of military alliances, economic strength, and cultural dominance that is deeply embedded worldwide. China is the rising superpower. Its rise has been the most rapid in human history. It is using its economic weight to build influence and is rapidly modernizing its military to challenge U.S. dominance in the Asia-Pacific. While the U.S. is stronger today in most comprehensive measures, the gap is narrowing quickly. The strength of each nation is also highly context-dependent. The U.S. is stronger in the Atlantic, while China is stronger in the South China Sea. The defining feature of the 21st century will be the ongoing competition and shifting balance of power between these two giants.